Many RPGs are known for having New Game Plus modes. Final Fantasy 16 is no different. However, with it comes the ability to do a mode called Final Fantasy Mode. This mode is a difficult setting only accessible after beating the main story of Final Fantasy 16. I'm going to go over how to unlock it and all the features it adds to your next playthrough. But before we do that, if you're new here, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy 16 videos. The first thing that Final Fantasy Mode changes is enemy formations. This will include starting positions of monsters in battle as well as which monsters appear in certain areas. So you can get caught off guard when you expect to encounter an enemy that you're used to fighting in a certain area, only for it now to be a tougher, more stronger enemy. In addition to enemies being in different locations, the enemies are way more aggressive. Enemies will attack much faster or all together as a group. Instead of taking turns and making it more manageable for Clive, it'll make it much more overwhelming. When you get to a certain point in a story, you'll come across Cid's Hideaway. In Cid's Hideaway is a place called the Arret Stone. In Final Fantasy Mode, there's an addition to the Arret Stone called the Ultimaniac Mode. This is a more difficult version of Arcade Mode, only available in Final Fantasy Mode difficulty. This is where you can go and test your skills and compete against others on a leaderboard. In the base game, you'll come across this thing called the Chronolog trials. In Final Fantasy Mode, of course, there's a more challenging trial called the Final Chronolog trials. This will be offered to those who are in Final Fantasy Mode. The Chronolog trials are time challenges based on icons, but in the Final Chronolog trials, it makes the mode much more difficult, and those who complete the battles will be able to compare their scores in a Final Chronolog trials leaderboard. Now I know what you're thinking, how do you unlock Final Fantasy Mode? Well, you can only unlock it once you beat the game's main story, and you don't have to beat the game on any certain difficulty. You can beat the game on story focus mode or action focus mode. So as long as you beat the game, you'll have an option for New Game Plus, and you'll have an option for Final Fantasy Mode. If you're aiming to get the Final Fantasy Mode as quickly as possible, I would recommend just going in straight on your first playthrough on story focus mode, so you can power through, focus on the story, and not worry about challenges. And when you want the challenges, go back through on Final Fantasy Mode. But that's all preference. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. Be sure to check out this video here for more Final Fantasy 16 content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.